With over 400 celebrity interviews and tons of pop culture nerdiness, Too Opinionated is a safe haven for your inner geek. Find us at meistercon.com or on YouTube under MeisterCon Pod. And please subscribe. It would really help us out. Thanks, everybody. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Too Opinionated. I'm so excited today. I've got actor Tony Ofori with me. So welcome, Tony.
Hey, thank you very much. Thanks so much for having me.
I should have said actor musician because I know you do music too.
I do. I just don't perform anymore because, you know, acting takes up everything that I have.
Yeah. Acting can be tough.
Yeah, 100%. You take your life experiences and you just kind of live this imaginary circumstance truthfully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I like that because that's a good way to explain it because you almost have to believe that you're that character.
100%. 100%. I know when I was young, a lot of people were, a lot of women were like, oh, I can never date an actor because how do I know when you're acting? And I'm like, listen, woman, first of all, I don't act if I'm not getting paid. No. Also, it's like, it's what we do is not fake. It's real to us. Our brain doesn't know the difference, right?
Yeah.
Again, we're living imaginary circumstances, but we're living it truthfully. So we're not out there lying to people.
Maybe they were worried you were like really method.
Yeah, super method. Wow, next level.
So you were in like a hip hop band for a while.
Yeah. I was in a hip hop group called Iambic. That name came from the meter of measurement Shakespeare used to measure how many beats in a line. So 5 stressed, 5 unstressed.
That's deep.
Yeah. We gave it some thought. And iambic pentameter is basically the heartbeat of his plays and his sonnets and whatnot. So we adopted that and used it as a name. We were together for about 6 years.
Oh, that's a long time.
Oh yeah. It was a good marriage. And we did some amazing stuff. We opened for artists like Masari and A$AP Rocky and The Roots. So we had a very successful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So did you sing? Did you rap? What was your role?
I rapped. I do sing, but I don't sing unless I need to.
Yeah.
Because it's a part of the.
Have you got to play like a musician or a singer rapper in a role yet?
I had the opportunity to play a rapper, and I'm working on a play in. I start rehearsal in November, and my character does quite a bit of singing in that. So, I've had the opportunity to kind of strut my.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of neat. You didn't have to give it up entirely.
Exactly. It just I'm not pursuing it anymore. But it's not that I don't still have it in my back pocket. I just have to use it differently now.
We need to have a reunion right here on the podcast. Bring the whole group in.
I'd love that. Play a beat and we'd create magic right there for you.
When I was in college, and this has been decades ago, I came home one night and my roommate had a group. It was probably 8 or 10 people sitting in a circle, and they were just freestyle rapping. So it was just going around person to person. And, I walk in, they're like, hey, get in on this. I was like, oh no.
Not I. I used to do that quite a bit in high school. There was a popular program growing up called In the Booth, called on the BET channel. And me and my friends took that literally. We would find phone booths and we would like pack ourselves in there. So there's like maybe like 7 of us crammed in like.
When you said in the booth, I was not thinking phone booth. That's hilarious.
Exactly. But when you're young, you kind of take things literal and you kind of use the resources that you have. And we'd have one guy in there beatboxing. This is before COVID, so we can be in close proximity spitting on each other, not worrying about that stuff. And we would all go in a circle, like rapping over this beatbox. It was, these were good times.
Yeah, the good old days.
Good old days before the Grays.
We didn't used to worry about any of that stuff. We would drink after each other, eat after each other. You didn't worry about it.
Wow, how times have changed.
I don't think we'll be going back to that anytime soon.
Definitely not. There's definitely trauma from that too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. We're not as connected as we used to be.
Yeah.
Which is kind of sad.
It's really sad. But, you know, some beautiful things have and will continue to emerge from what we've learned through COVID. So I'm just kind of riding the wave and seeing how that goes.
Yeah, for sure. Do you play any musical instruments?
No, my voice is
That's
my
the instrument. Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't like when we were in lockdown, you didn't pick up a guitar or something and try to learn it?
I picked up a piano and banged away at it, but my wife did not like that, so I needed
You got vetoed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've been there a few times. Take it out to the garage, get out.
Exactly. Yeah.
So when I was going through, I knew I had seen you in some stuff. So I was going through, kind of prepping for this. And there was several things. Like you had a little appearance on The Boys. Yes. You were on Supergirl. I'm nerdy. So I was pretty sure I'd seen you on one of the CW superhero shows. And I was like, I don't remember which one. It was Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I was out there in Vancouver to film that one.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I didn't realize that they filmed out there, but I had an actress that had made an appearance on it. She let me know that.
Mm-hmm.
Toronto and Vancouver, very active in the filming.
We're doing our thing, you know. A lot. Well, we're passable as New York and a lot of the American big cities. So
I know I was shocked because they do a lot of the Christmas movies and stuff, and they take place in New York, and it's not New York.
Not New York, right here. Yeah, I did a Hallmark film called The Royal Queen's Christmas, which is, to take place in Queens. It wasn't Queens. It wasn't that at all.
See, I knew that because my oldest, day after Thanksgiving, she starts watching Christmas movies and doesn't stop until New Year's. So I always go around to the kids. I'm like, where have you seen this person before? That's who I'm talking to. And that's what she said. She's like, been in a Christmas movie, Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, she'd know.
She'd know. It's interesting because Hallmark films, the Christmas Hallmark films are bigger in America than they are here. And I guess because the population's bigger. But I was in Italy with my wife, and I had someone recognize me who was from America, recognize me in Italy from a Hallmark film. Like, what is happening?
I think that would catch you off guard because you wouldn't be expecting it there.
Exactly. My mouth was full. I had like food in my shirt, like spinach in my teeth. Like, huh? I know what you mean. I'm a proudest moment, I tell you.
No pictures.
Yeah.
No, that's terrific. So let me back up a little bit. Yeah. So I'm assuming you did music kind of growing up. What got you into the entertainment side of it, the acting side of it?
Well, I grew up around music. My grandfather was a drummer.
Okay.
Played for a group called the African Ensemble, Sankofa.
Yeah.
So he got to do a lot of cool stuff.
So he was like a drummer.
Oh yeah, he was a drummer. Like he got to play for different members of parliament and presidents all over the world.
That's awesome.
And yeah, he was very much in the industry, and he's a type of grandfather that likes to expose his grandchildren to as many things as possible because knowledge is power. And how else do you grow as a young adult if you're not exposed to anything, right?
Yeah, so exactly right.
When I was about, I'll say 7 or 8, he took me to see Disney on Ice, Aladdin. And
Oh, nice.
of like that. It was magic on ice, and I'd never seen anything like that before. It was a whole new world, if you will. You see what I did there? You see?
That was good.
Yeah. And I remember I went with one of his friends' kids, and he bought us both Aladdin swords, and we were play fighting and stuff, and it broke that day because you know how rowdy kids can get.
Of course.
And I fell in love with the arts, and he really did a great job in fostering that and making sure that from then on I was going to acting camps and really immersing myself in the arts as much as I could.
Yeah, that's awesome. So that inspired you to try acting instead of figure skating.
Yeah. I couldn't. Me and the cold, we don't get along, you know.
Yeah.
So kind of blocked out the figure skating part and focused on the acting.
I could roller skate. I could never get the figure skating.
Yeah, I could roller skate, you know, because it needs to be hot. Well, it should be hot when you're roller skating.
Yes.
And I can get behind that. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I agree with that. All right, so Ghostwriter, which was already a show we were watching, but you're on the new season, right?
The new season.
What? Who's your character? What's his role going to be?
My character's name is Malcolm Turner. So the owners of the library and the barista have left this beautiful place to me to keep charge of.
Nice.
While they're away. So I'm running and working at the bookstore and the coffee shop, which the teenagers congregate, and they find this magical book in which all these characters come alive, and they have to kind of solve these clues and get them back in the book. And I also am a mentor to one of the teenagers as they're going through a little bit of social injustice.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a really good show.
It really
we kind of found it by accident a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
When Apple was just kind of starting out. Really good. So I was super excited that you're coming on there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a fun show. And it's like it's almost an all age show.
Exactly. And that's what I like about this season in particular, because I think we've finally realized that we could reach like more people, and if we can, what are we trying to say? So Luke and the other members of the team have done a great job in making this a lot more than just entertainment. We tackle a lot of social issues and like, you know, issues to do with sexuality and how young people deal with all of these things, you know. And that's something Ghostwriter hasn't touched on in the past, and I'm excited for how the public is going to receive it this time around. Yeah,
I think it's the right time.
Right.
Type of storylines. That's awesome that we're starting to see some of that, because it's real. Just like we were talking about, you know, you're believing what you're acting. I mean, that stuff is actually happening.
That's right.
But in the past, we've kind of skirted around some of it. Now it's coming out. I think that's terrific.
That's right. And you know, representation does matter, and film and TV is supposed to be a direct reflection of what's going on in the society. So why not?
Yeah. So if you had a magic book and the characters could come out of it, is there one that you would pick that you would want to meet?
Wow, that's a good one. Is there a character I would pick from a book? Probably Blade. Like, I would want Blade.
Are you a comic book fan?
I am. I am a comic book fan.
Oh man, oh man. See, I owned comic book stores back when I was in college. That's how I put myself through college. So I'm a big time comic book guy. But that Blade is, you gotta be careful around Blade.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. That's actually, it's my goal. That's I want to play Blade.
Well, you totally could. Yeah, I mean, you know, we got somebody in the role right now, but maybe you could be part of his pack.
But you know, I mean, I still think I'm pretty young to play the role. I still think I have another.
You've got time.
Yeah, I've got time. And you know, there's some things happening over there with Blade, and you know, they have to find a new director. So
I know they backed everything up, which I was very disappointed in. I was hopeful that we're going to see Mr. Snipes make an appearance, and I don't know if we are, but I'd love that.
Yeah, me too. Or I might.
Yeah, that's a good one. Did you watch Werewolf by Night?
I did. I just watched it a couple of days ago.
I was kind of hoping for a little Blade appearance there.
Me too, because he is a hunter, right? But
yeah. But that's okay. That's okay. That's Moon Knight's first appearance was in Werewolf by Night.
Oh, really?
So I'm assuming at some point we'll probably get those two cross paths.
Hopefully. It was short and sweet. So
it was, but it was kind of like watching one of the old Universal monster movies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
With same black and white theme, but graphics were excellent.
Yeah, it was really good. We need to get you in a Marvel franchise.
We do. Yeah.
I think I'm putting it out there.
Yeah, petition.
Did you get excited when you were on Supergirl? Because I mean, that gets you into the comic book world.
Yeah, I was so excited. Like, man, another one of my dreams is to have a suit. Like, I want like a super suit or something. Have kids
me too.
Me for Halloween, like, you know, that would be like such an amazing dream of mine. But it was just as good to be on a TV show with someone that has a suit with other kids dressing up as them.
Yeah,
it was such a dream. The cast was amazing.
Did you try to talk them into like giving you either a hero or a villain so you could put a suit on?
Yeah, I brought candies and I notes, but I'm still waiting. There's
still time. There's a lot of stuff out there.
There's a lot of stuff, and Daredevil's coming back. Yeah, there's a lot happening.
I know. I thought we'd seen the end of Daredevil, and sounds like he's going to be in all kinds of stuff.
Which I was so sad because that was like one of my favorite Netflix originals, right?
They did a good job on Daredevil. Like the fighting on that show, I thought was really good.
I'm a big fight guy too. I trained in hand-to-hand combat for.
Really?
Yeah. And rapier.
Well, if you're going to be Blade, you got to be able to fight.
I need it. I need that. I'm ready.
Can you do your own stunts?
I can. Yeah. I've done my own stunts in the past, and I've been hired to do stunts on shows. So yeah, I can do it. I'm not worried about that. I'm from Canada.
Yeah. We got to get you over here.
Yeah, we do.
You know, I've said this for a while. We haven't got an alpha flight yet.
Yeah.
And that's all Canadian superheroes.
Yep. We need it.
I'm sure there's others. I'm trying to think. That's the only ones I can think of that are from Canada.
Yeah, I mean, Wolverine eventually.
Wolverine was definitely from Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we need to talk to some people. We're going to get this done.
Thank you. Just
like we just need a suit.
That's it. It's a suit and a bobblehead, maybe. That's not too much to ask. That's not.
You need what are those little guys with the big heads?
With the big heads, yeah. I forget what they're called. I need one of those too.
Yeah, that's how you know you've made it. Once they make one of those, you've made it.
Put it in the universe.
It's pop, right? It's just a pop figure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good. Very good. So how did the Ghostwriter role come about? Was it just straight up audition, or did somebody say, hey, I think you might fit into this?
No, yeah, it was an audition. I auditioned the first time, and Luke, the director, he really liked me and invited me back to do a callback. And he already knew that he wanted me in the role. He was just trying to see if he liked me as a person, since we'd be spending so much time together.
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Yeah, we hit it off right away, and we had an amazing time on set.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's really cool. My son, who does all the editing for the podcast, right. He's a librarian.
Oh, sweet. So,
yeah, I'll have to tell him that's who you're playing. He'll get a kick out of that. That'll get him to watch the show.
Watch the show. Nice. Not the ghost. Not anything.
No. It's going for the librarian.
That's it.
So are you like a cool librarian, or do they got you like your stereotypical nerdy librarian?
No, I'm really cool. Like I'm a university student, so me and the kids get along quite nicely, and I give them access to all the things they need. And, you gotta fit in to have the kids trust you, right? Yeah,
of course. Yeah. If you're going to be interacting with them,
right. Gotta have them.
There's got to be a little bit of trust there.
Right.
Did you coming into a show that's already been out for a while, any issues kind of connecting with the cast, or did they welcome you in?
Oh yeah, well it was an entirely new cast this time around.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So the only people that were there for the prior seasons was the production team and the director.
That made it easy then.
That made it easy. It was a well-oiled machine, and all we had to do was come in and make great offers as actors, and hopefully they had a hard time editing, because we gave them all the good stuff,
Well, that's what you want. Make it tough on them.
That's it. Make it tough on them. Let them figure it out. It's not.
Did I see that you did or are doing a Murdoch mystery?
Yeah. I'm on a couple of episodes of Murdoch. That's also another well-oiled machine. Hopped on that. Everyone knew exactly the rhythm of the piece, and how everything was going to gel together. I was welcomed in. I felt like I've been there the whole time.
Yeah, that's awesome. What's the role?
I play a runner called John Armstrong Howard, who is the first Black Olympian in Canada.
Like for real, he's a real person.
Yeah, he's a real person.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I had the privilege of playing a historical figure, and it's a period piece, which is also super cool, right?
Yeah. That's exciting. Can you run?
Yeah, I can run. I did a lot of running growing up from my parents, from beating my butt, and also because I was super athletic. I work out all the time. I don't run unless I am late, but
Right. See, I've started running recently, trying to lose all that I gained during our pandemic nonsense. Because before, I was lifting, not running, and then pandemic hit, couldn't find any equipment really to work out.
Right.
And stuff. So you end up at some point, I was just like, I'm just going to eat.
Yeah.
And now I'm paying the price. Now I'm running more than I'm lifting.
More than you're lifting. Well, it's good.
Got to skinny it up and then bulk back up.
Exactly. And summer will come back around. You want to be ready.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I was not ready this summer. Next summer, I want to be ready.
Yeah.
That's my time.
That's the time to shine.
It wasn't this summer. I wanted it to be this summer, but it wasn't.
We all wanted it to be this summer, but we hit.
It wasn't quite ready yet.
Yeah.
You know how that goes. Once you get into a bad habit, it's hard to get back out of it.
Yeah, that's what they say. It takes like what, 21 days to
Yeah.
get habits.
Especially if it's food.
Oh man.
If you're eating the wrong things or eating too much, that's a tough one to break.
Then once you get the cravings, man, Lordy Lord.
I know. I don't know what you do about it. You just gotta suck it up and suffer through till you get past it.
100%.
My life has just been a series of falling on and off the food wagon.
Yeah, most people. Yeah.
That's it. I kind of use the exercises. That's my, like, if I put my work in at the gym, then I deserve the treat.
You deserve to have that cheesecake.
That's right.
I'm put whipped in that bad boy. Why not? I worked out this morning.
That's right. It's when you're sitting on the couch.
Yeah.
Then's when you don't deserve it.
Yeah, exactly. You see, these are the things they don't tell us.
No, normally we learn that the hard way.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially like, growing up, there was a time, like when I went to college, all I wanted to do was gain some weight. Yeah. I was so skinny. I couldn't put any weight on no matter what I ate. And I was just like, I need one. And then, one day it's just all of a sudden that stops. And then like, here's the weight.
Yeah. Do something about it.
That's it. You get spoiled when you're younger and your metabolism burns everything up. That doesn't last forever.
Not fair.
No, because you wasted.
Yeah.
It should be the opposite. Your metabolism should speed up as you get older.
Exactly. Who do I talk to about this issue?
I don't know. I'm gonna get you on Blade. You help me out with this.
Perfect. Deal.
Is there a genre that you haven't got to do yet that you really want?
Horror I haven't done yet.
Oh yeah.
And, it's partially my fault because I don't really watch horror because I'm not gonna say I'm a scaredy cat, but
I'll say it. I'm a scaredy cat.
I'm a scaredy. Yeah, but I think it'd be fun to kind of get involved in that,
If you're in like one of these really scary movies, are you going to be able to watch it?
No, I'm not watching it.
See, I'd be that way too. Like I could do it in the moment. That wouldn't scare me. But then I probably couldn't watch it.
I'm not watching it. I'd ask my friends to watch it because that's what friends do.
Let me know how I was.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure, like I couldn't act, but I'm pretty sure I could probably act scared because it wouldn't be acting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we got to get you on a horror movie then.
I'd be one of those that's like, don't tell me what's going to happen. Tell me the lines. I'll say the lines, but don't tell me what's going to happen. And then you'll get a really good.
You get a truthful reaction. You'll win an award. It's going to be beautiful. Your future's looking bright.
You don't see too many awards coming to horror movie actors, though.
It's true. I never noticed that.
I don't think that's fair because there's some really good acting that goes on in some of those.
Yeah. It really is. It isn't fair. I wonder why.
Yeah, I don't know. We got a lot we got to work on. We got some things to fix.
Yeah, it's true. It starts with us here today.
So Ghostwriter season 3, it comes out like tomorrow.
I'm super excited.
I guess once they listen to this interview, it'll already be out. Yeah. But for us, it's tomorrow.
For us, it's tomorrow. And, I'm excited for everyone to meet Malcolm. I'm excited for everyone to meet the teenagers that go on this wild adventure.
Yeah.
And I'm also excited to see it for the first time,
Yeah, you have to have like a little viewing party, right?
Yeah, me and my wife are going to get together and pop a little bubbly and do it that way.
You have to.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's one, you eat whatever you want.
Right.
You gotta celebrate a little bit.
Gotta celebrate. Yeah, that's really great.
So she wasn't worried about going out with an actor?
No, we met in theater school, so.
Oh, okay. So she knows.
She knew what she was getting into, dating a crazy person like me.
Does she, now that you're doing everything remote, does she help you prep?
Oh yeah, she always helps me with my stuff. She's always has, even before we went remote. Um, she would help me prepare for my auditions to go in the room.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's really good.
Hold on, let me.
All right, so we froze up for just a second, but we're back.
Yeah, are we back?
I'm getting pretty good at like catching it early and just hitting pause.
Yeah, I don't know how'd you do that. It just like just like.
Yeah, it just freezes up. That's the beauty of Zoom.
That's it. That's it. Network gets weak.
The nice thing about podcasting is people that listen to podcasts, they get it. So it doesn't even phase anybody. They're just like, okay.
Right.
They just wait. Like, okay, I'll wait for a second.
Yeah. The internet.
Yeah, the internet. So any plans in the future to get back to music at some point?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know to what capacity.
Yeah.
Yet. And I don't know what it's gonna look like when I get back to it. Or you know, music, like acting, you talk about your real life experience, and hopefully that's interesting enough for people to want to continue to listen to. Hopefully I go through some things that are still relatable that people would be interested in listening to. It's always a possibility. Right now I'm just trying to push my acting career to its full potential.
Yeah. Well, that takes up a good chunk of time.
It really does. All I do is read and audition and read and memorize and read.
You're not designing a superhero suit somewhere in your spare time?
It would look horrible if I did that. Can you imagine? I would stitch my emblem upside down and have to unstitch it. Oh, it'd be a disaster.
Yeah, see, I'm that way too. It's just terrible with anything creative. Terrible.
I can't even color inside the lines anymore.
No, I can't either. I don't know that I ever could. I definitely cannot. And like my handwriting has gotten worse.
Yeah.
You know, it was hard to read anyway, but now you can't.
Now it just looks like you're using your left hand. I get it.
Yeah, it does. Like in that respect, I could be a doctor.
Well said.
I mean, that's probably the hardest part, right? Getting the really bad handwriting down. I'm sure the rest of it's a breeze.
I wonder if there was a class for that, because it seems to be something across the board.
I always like it, like when you take the prescription to the pharmacy and they look like they're trying to figure out what it says.
Decipher it. Then they ask me, and I'm like, listen.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what he gave me last time. It's probably the same. Exactly.
I don't know.
Did you have, like, growing up, did you have musical artists or rappers that you enjoyed or tried to emulate?
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
Michael Jackson. I've never seen anybody faint over a person. Like, he would sell out stadiums and everybody would be on the floor at the end of it.
Like, well, he was like Elvis.
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah. And every song was a hit. Every song was a banger.
Yeah. If you go back and just listen to all his B stuff, it's still really good.
Yeah, I do. I listen to it all the time. And my siblings, who are a lot younger than me, are always like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Why are you grabbing your crotch? Stop.
Yeah. You need to listen. Well, you can't, like Michael Jackson, if you're telling it to somebody, you can't just have them listen to the music. You got to go back and show some of the videos.
It's a feeling, you know?
Yeah.
It's a feeling.
I got a good Michael Jackson story for you. I know we got to wrap up, but this will be quick. So the first concert that I ever went to was, I was probably 12 or so, early 80s.
Yeah.
Was Cool in the Gang.
What?
Cool in the Gang.
What?
That was my first concert. And at that time, Thriller had just come out. Like it'd been out a couple months maybe. And everybody's going nuts about it, just crazy about it. And of course, he had Off the Wall. Everybody loved Off the Wall, but then Thriller took another, their level. So there was a rumor leading up to the Cool in the Gang concert that they were going to have a special guest. That was a special guest. I was like, oh, okay, that's kind of exciting. So I get there and we're waiting on the concert. There's no opening act, so you're just waiting. And all of a sudden the lights go out. They take the lights down. Yeah. And curtain closes.
Wow.
And they start playing Thriller.
Oh my gosh.
And I mean, people are losing their minds. I mean, going insane. And so then the curtain starts to open up. It opens up, and then the lights come back on. Nothing. And then like 10 minutes later, Cool in the Gang comes out laughing.
That is the meanest thing ever.
I was like, that's brilliant. That's bold.
That's brilliant, though. Yeah. That's brilliant, though.
I mean, because if it was a group that wasn't as popular as Cool in the Gang in the early 80s, I'm not so sure they'd have got out of there.
Definitely not. I almost flipped this table in front of me.
Yeah. It was a rough one. It was kind of funny after, but pretty disappointing.
Yeah, I'd agree. Did you do the Jerry curls?
No, back then I had epic 80s hair back then.
I believe.
So I could have done it.
Yeah.
No, I love Cool in the Gang though.
Yeah.
That was the group.
Yeah.
Back then, they were amazing. And I've got to see them like a few years ago. They came through and I got to see them again, but they didn't have the lead singer.
Right.
They've replaced him. The rest of the band was basically the same, but they didn't have the singer.
Cool.
So it was good. It was neat to see them again, 40 years later or whatever. But
I would have loved to. The only group I got to see from my childhood was Boyz II Men.
Oh,
it was good.
That's a good group to see.
It was. Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah, because every single one of them, like if you put just gave a microphone to one of them, they can all sing.
Exactly. But you could barely hear them because I was singing so loud. So where was my concert?
I just got back from the Austin City Limits Festival, ACL out in Austin, and it was pretty amazing. We got introduced to some groups that we didn't know. Yeah. But it closed with Red Hot Chili Peppers. And I thought that's pretty good because I'd never seen them.
Yeah.
So that was
how long was the festival?
It was 3 days.
Nice.
So it was Lil Nas was there.
Oh, Lil Nas.
Probably the best act that I saw then, and we saw a ton, but because he puts on a show.
He puts on a show.
He's not just singing, and it was pretty amazing. And we got pretty close. We actually got pretty close. But then when we turned around to try to get out.
Yeah, there's the issue.
Oh my gosh. It looked like it went on forever.
There's the issue.
But if you've never seen him in concert.
Yeah.
It's worth it because the whole thing, it's almost like watching a play.
That's it. It's like a spectacle. And that's why I'm very selective with who I see on stage in terms of musicians. I need a show. I need a performance,
Yeah.
I need that.
I went and saw Stevie Wonder several years ago.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah. That was a bucket list one for me. And he was late. He had some stomach trouble, so he was late getting on stage. So we've been waiting about an hour, and he finally gets out there. And 3 hours later, it's like midnight. He's still playing. And we're like, I'm a Stevie Wonder fan. And even I was like, okay, Stevie, that's enough.
Stevie.
Like he had played all of his music and then was just doing covers. He did some Michael Jackson. He did, I don't know how long he went that night, but we made it to midnight. I can say.
He did musicals. He did.
I mean, he could do anything and it would sound
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, do you have do you got a bucket list artist that you'd like to see?
It would have been Michael Jackson.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see.
Maybe Beyonce.
Beyonce would be a good one.
Yeah. I'm going next year with my wife. We're gonna go see Blink 182.
Oh, my wife would be jealous of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're probably around her age because she was in high school in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And just that's her groups.
Yeah.
That's Red Hot Chili Peppers was one she was super excited about.
Yeah. That's a dope one.
Green Day. I got to get her to a
Green Day. Yeah. Green Day.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Have you ever heard? I know I took us down a music rabbit hole, but have you ever heard The Heavy?
No.
You need to look them up. That's one of my favorite bands, and it's kind of like one of those super bands. So it's got people that play for a lot of different groups. Nice. Love their music. Yeah, check that one.
The Heavy. Have you heard? Do you know Kings of Leon?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. We went to their concert, 2018.
I bet that was a good show.
Oh, it was an amazing show.
Yeah.
Oh man, they're so great.
They are. They're really good.
They're
really good.
Me and my wife were doing Orleans too, and New Orleans, the music over there is next level. Oh man. Yeah,
we spent a Halloween out there several years ago. One of my college roommates is a police sergeant on Bourbon Street.
No way.
Yeah, it was awesome because he could get us in all the back rooms
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't have to wait in line to eat and stuff. Mm-hmm. It was pretty great.
He probably has some stories too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, because he's just like I know him because we grew up together, and he was the wimpiest kid.
Oh, really?
Just so wimpy. But then he grew into like this 6'5", 300-pound monster.
Wow.
He started lifting weights and just got muscled up. I never would have pictured him as a police officer, but he loves it and stuff. Mm-hmm. But, not just me, but all of us that grew up together, we love giving him a hard time because we're like, we know.
We know
who you really are, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
He was the biggest scaredy cat of the group.
So it's still in there somewhere.
It's in there. It's in there. You wouldn't know it though, because he's so imposing. It's pretty funny. Well, Tony, thank you so much. This has been a blast. I can't wait for the new season of Ghostwriter. It's such a good show, and it sounds like it's just going to get better.
Right. I'm so excited for you to see it. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be entertaining. It's going to be spooky. So.
Yeah, we're excited about it. We're going to bring some of the grandkids over, let them check it out. It should be a good time. There's so much TV out there.
Yeah,
but we're still looking for the really good stuff.
Yeah.
So it should be a good time.
And I'm very grateful that you guys are going to take the time to watch. Let alone me and my amazing cast.
I know. I can't wait. So a couple little things before we wrap up. Anything else that you're working on that we can kind of keep an eye out?
So I just wrapped on Star Trek last night.
No, you didn't.
Yeah. So
as you can tell, I'm a little bit of a fan. Which series?
Discovery. So we have two over here. We have Strange New World.
Yeah, I love that one too.
Yeah. So I'll be on a couple episodes of season 5.
Are you like part of the crew, or are you an alien?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm a part of the crew. I'm a part of the communications for the Federation. Yeah, so
that's awesome.
It's gonna be really cool. Keep an eye out for that. And then I will be back on my theater route as of November. I'm working on a show called Fall on Your Knees, and we'll be touring 4 of the major theaters in all of Canada.
Ooh, Maybe that'll give me an excuse to come visit.
Yes, come bring.
I've been looking for it. Not that I really need one, but
yeah,
been looking for a reason.
Toronto's beautiful. Honestly, the people, the culture, the food. I think you'd really enjoy it.
Are you a baseball fan?
I'm not a baseball fan.
Yeah, they had a good team this year. Oh yeah. Raptors, I mean, they won a few years back.
We won. Yeah, so I feel proud to say I'm a basketball fan.
Yeah.
We have a ring, right?
Yeah, like recent. If it's within the last 10 years, that's recent. That counts.
Yeah, that counts. 2018, that's recent.
Oh, that's real recent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so last thing, Tony, before we go, where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Instagram, Tony_Ofori. And my Twitter is going to be up soon. So I don't have that information to give you, but I'm sure once you Google me, you'll be able to find all that stuff out. So yeah, my Instagram is the best way to reach out to me. Also, I have a website, tonyofori.com. So if you see my work, shoot me a message on my website and I'll get right back to y'all.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's all. Do you do your own website? Because it's pretty well done.
Yeah. I do and manage my own website.
That's awesome.
It takes a lot of work, but
yeah. People don't realize a website takes some time.
Yeah, to do it right. Does. And the amount I'm working, I'm constantly updating it, and I always have to go back in there and.
That's a good problem to have.
It's a great problem to have, but it gets overwhelming when you have other things pulling you away. You know.
You need to get you a guy.
I know. I do.
You need a website guy.
I do. My wife said she'd be my guy, but she's also busy, so I need a guy.
I know. That's very nice of her, but yeah, you might have to get a guy and share it with her.
That's it. That's it.
All right, Tony, hold on one second. All right, so that was the talented Tony Ofori. I hope you enjoyed that one. If you haven't watched Ghostwriter, do yourself a favor and check that out. It's a really well done show, and he'll be on the third season playing a librarian. The one I forgot to ask him about was American Gods. He made an appearance on that one, and as a comic book guy, I'm sure he's a Neil Gaiman fan, so have to bring that up next time he comes on. That was really good. If you enjoyed this interview and you want to support us further, you can find us on YouTube under MeisterCon Pod. Please subscribe. That would really help us out. You can also find all close to 500 episodes now, audio and video, on our website, meistercon.com. If we're doing anything in studio, if we're going on location, if we're covering a convention, it'll be on the website. There's a fun, geeky, well-written blog by Brett that I know you'll enjoy, so check that out, meistercon.com. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, bye, everybody.